You don't go see him. You don't go even give her that
for 4 years.
If you calculate the points, maybe not about 20,000 naira.
20,000. Even no matter the money. You can't compare it to your future, to your generation.
You know, PDP though.
Imagine. Some of money where you go chop under 1 minute. That's what they collect us. See how everybody. And they say I'm hunger. I won't go. He won't drop 10,000 for them. That 10,000 will be there. Under 1 minute, 10,000 don't go. Oh, you can't have go. Now we won't give them. After that, you go promise them billions. When you promise them finish, enter, you know go give them. Go call them. Because you say you work for me, make I work for PDP. Why they go long? I take that. All these years of that. All these years for this one. And the winners they don't give up.
Yes, good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to Bystanders and Newsstands this morning. I am Christian Chuku. Yes, today is an environmental Thursday in the city of Lagos on the 25th of August 2022. Welcome. Agwebo Imafido, I see you. Welcome. Let's click on the like button this morning so that we can get to a range of our network will spread to other people. Yerioba, good morning. Larry, good morning. Okori Emwigwe, good morning. Yes, Ajaboy, good morning. Yes, a wonderful morning to all of you. Let's go straight to what we have for this morning. This is Bystanders and Newsstands. There'll be, I have my committed analysts here this morning. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. Levinati, oh God, I beg, live story, give us Yoruba Nation and carry on with your own Nigeria. That's from Levinati. I have with me the Nigerian Tribune. The Nigerian Tribune. I have also the Nation, the Nigerian Tribune, and the Nation newspaper. Let's look at what we have for today. My support is for APC candidates only, says Buhari. That's in front of the Nation newspaper. My support is for APC candidates only, says Buhari. Is he supposed to be in support of a party, or he should be indifferent? Let's get a response to that. Is the president supposed to support, should be partisan and support a party, or should he be indifferent like INEC? Knowledge, vision, courage, stand Tinubu out. Knowledge, vision, courage, stand Tinubu out. That is from his media people. Akpata, looting of materials at NBA conference, shameful. Akpata, looting of materials at NBA conference, shameful. There was rancor at the NBA conference yesterday where votings were supposed to go on. Lawyers were seen to disrupt the process, alleging that the process is unfair to all. Federal government urges Canada to relax visa conditions. Federal government urges Canada to relax visa conditions. Excess crude account grows by $93,944 in 30 days. $93,944 in 30 days. Ex-members contesting in other parties are on their own. That is according to the president. Ex-members contesting in other parties are on their own. Aggrieved APC senators shelve defection plans. Aggrieved APC senators shelve defection plans. ICPC chair Sands slam judiciary for enabling corruption. ICPC chair Sands slam judiciary for enabling corruption. Falano Ozekome urge judges to be courageous. Lamido lacks electoral value, says Wike's aide. Lamido lacks electoral value, says Wike's aide. World Bank, US commit $3 billion to Nigeria's energy transition plan. World Bank, US commit $3 billion to Nigeria's energy transition plan. Let's look at the Nigerian Tribune this morning. ASUU heading for indefinite strike, demands fresh negotiation committee, wants Buhari to take charge. ASUU heading for indefinite strike, demands fresh negotiation committee, wants Buhari to take charge. Muslim tickets, Dogara Babachir meets IBB Absalami. On Muslim tickets, Dogara Babachir meets IBB and Abdul Salami. ASUU meets Guba candidates, targets 25 governorship seats. ASUU meets Guba, PDP Guba candidates, targets 25 governorship seats. Buhari, I will only support APC candidates. There are no Villa candidates, Buhari. I will only support APC candidates. There are no Villa candidates. Sanwo-Olu flags off construction of food security logistics park in Ekpe. Sanwo-Olu flags off construction of food security logistics park in Ekpe. That's a good one. Pastor Wike tackles Lamido. Wike tackles Lamido, accuses him of cracking wall of unity in PDP, and also says that he has no electoral value. Pastor, 9 church members arrested for killing Oro worshipper in Lagos. Pastor, 9 church members arrested for killing Oro worshipper in Lagos. FG says Abuja Kaduna train service not commencing soon. Federal government says that the Abuja Kaduna train service not commencing. Federal Executive Council okays 780 million naira for FCT rail line security. Federal Executive Council okays 780 million naira for FCT rail line security. Pandemic to northern youths, don't provoke crisis in Niger Delta. Order over surveillance contract to Tompolo. Pandemic to northern youths, don't provoke crisis in Niger Delta. Over surveillance contract to Tompolo. ESCC arrests NDDC finance director over alleged 25 billion naira fraud. EFCC arrests NDDC director, finance director over alleged 25 billion naira fraud. Secures a conviction of 40 suspected internet fraudsters in Ibadan. Secures conviction of 40 suspected internet fraudsters in Ibadan. World Bank U.S. Exim Bank commits $3 billion to Nigeria's energy transition plan. World Bank U.S. Exim Bank commits $3 billion to Nigeria's energy transition. Okay, Lamido lacks electoral value, says Wike Aid. Lamido lacks electoral values. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, we are looking at the president this morning. Say, my support is for APC candidates only, says Buhari. So how do you look at it? A president is supposed to support his party or?
That is the party that took it to the office now. I have a right to talk concerning your party.
Okay. Let's continue. He has a right.
I have a right to talk concerning your party. I have every right. But that is the party that elected him to be in the office.
Okay.
And he cannot deny the party.
Does he not look at his party?
No, that is the party. You know what I mean? That is the party that he belongs to. So you have every right to talk concerning the party. You have a right now.
Let's look at Masari is saying that Wike will work for Tinubu. You know, they went to visit him in. They went to visit Tinubu in. Let's talk about that one.
You see, politicians, you cannot pretend them. All of them, they are joker. They play. They are match. Masari, this and that too. If Masari that they come to PDP, if you want to deliver for them, let's go and try your capacity. If Wike want to deliver for APC, let's go and try your capacity. It's only to try your capacity and to know the kind of person you have. That's the politics. Because politics is a dirty game. You play your game the way you want. Because you have a right to go, but don't do at a party. If you want to be in the PDP, work for your PDP. If you want to be in the APC, go to the APC and work for the APC, but don't work at a party.
Okay.
You get me now?
And let's look at Muslim ticket. Dogara Babachir meets IBB and Absalom.
Forget the Dogara. Forget Dogara. I don't reason Dogara. Dogara is a nonsense man.
What makes him
He's a nonsense man because he was in the PDP, left to APC, go back to PDP, come back to APC. You think that he now just come and take the ticket to be a running mate with Tinubu? So the party is a fool because he lobbied for VP. It did not work. He now started to be counter. Let him go and do whatever he like. He cannot even deliver in state.
Southwesterners are against the Muslim ticket.
Oh boy, that one a political talk. I'm a Christian. I don't reason that one. I'm a full Christian. I was born in CSC. So nobody can change my mind. See those people that are just talking on their own. They are talking on their own because they are working for their money. They cannot change anybody's mind.
At the secretariat.
Forget protest in Nigeria is at mistake. Gather people and give them money and protest for you. And you know the system. I can gather people and give them money, protest and do something. It's not today. Protest in Nigeria, I don't even count it as a protest. Because protest don't even get meaning in Nigeria again. Because something happen, small time, protest, small thing, protest. They don't even have a value again.
Why?
They don't have a value. Because the protest don't be something that is like a small children and play. So the government look and say they thought something. Because before, protest have a strong vote in this Nigeria. But now they are turning the voter to anyhow. Because small thing, they will gather people and you will not understand. Everybody understand protest now. Say campus will just organize people because their own selfishness. Oh yeah, protest for me because of this. They will use you and dump you. Do you know how many people governor use and dump? Do you know how many people senator use and dump? They will use you and dump you. They will make a way. When they make their way, they will leave you.
Okay. ASUU heading for indefinite strike. That means total strike. They are demanding that they want to negotiate with Buhari. They don't want any committee. They want Buhari to head the committee.
Yes, it's okay. If they can do it like that, let the Mr. President go and discuss with them and assure them what he can do. and he make the promise that can make and fulfill. He should not lie for them. Tell them the truth and he give them the proper assurance so that the government will be continued. The ASUU will end. And the ASUU said they should consider with the government because it's the government that promised them this for many years. It's not forbidden. So if this government says this is what they can do now, they should reason very well together and reason for the children. That's at all. They should reason. It doesn't because Yoruba make one part of it. Say if you know because of oil, shop yam. You go because of yam, shop red oil. They should reason because of the children. They are torn. They should look for the future of those children. They should not look for because of the government. Because Buhari has doing as the president, he's not going to go back to school again. All the lecturer, they are not going to go back to school again. They already go to school. But a lot of the people that want to go to school and be a lecturer and be a professor and be a governor and be somebody tomorrow, they should reason those one.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer, for your analysis. God bless you. I have my
OJ.
Mr.
OJ Olajide.
Mr. Olajide. Good morning, Mr. Olajide.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Christian.
Yes, sir. I want to ask, do politicians have electoral value? This current crop of politicians, do they have electoral value?
It's a big question. I wouldn't say.
Okay, let's use Wike and Lamido as a case study.
Okay. If you are talking of electoral value, you measure electoral value of a politician by the measurement should be based on the delivery of his promises to the masses. That's my understanding of electoral value. That's how I will tag the understanding and the meaning of your question. Electoral value. It will mean when you measure the delivery, the performance of that politician, against the promise he made. Then if he scores high points, if he scores good pass mark, I would say that a politician has electoral value. But if he score poorly, if he failed, then my own understanding and explanation of electoral value will mean that person does not have any electoral value. Because if you promise the masses that I will do this, I will do that, I will do that if you give me your mandate. If you give to me part of your sovereignty to me to represent you, because we individual has sovereignty on his own. But if you submit part of your sovereignty to me to take charge and run the affairs of the state, because this is the main purpose why we have a government. These are things I will do. If we sample you among number of people, maybe we are 3, 4, 5, and we pick you out, we deliver our mandate to you. That we have entrusted our sovereignty into your hand to carry out what you told us you will do. If at the end of the term or the tenure of office when you occupied, your performance is poor before the expectation, then I will say you don't have any electoral value. So my definition of that electoral value will mean that rate, judge, examine the performance, the score sheet of that politician with his promises. If he deliver, then he has the electoral value.
So this crop of politicians that we have,
yes,
do they have electoral value?
Well, we don't want to condemn all of them actually is that I've been following some of the politicians. Like me, I'm an admirer of Wike, Governor Wike.
You admire Governor Wike?
I am an admirer of Governor Wike because I follow the program of that man in the state. So, person like me, if I want to define electoral value, I will raise Governor Wike of high electoral value, of high standards of electoral value. Why? Going by my earlier definition of what I said, my own understanding of how to measure, how to talk about electoral value of a politician, going by his achievement, going by the delivery, the performance. I'm not from South, I'm from Southwest. So the issue of bias, ethnicity does not come in. I'm talking objectively, and this kind of analysis we need in Nigeria so as to move forward. if we continue to hide on this parochial this thing. So person like me, I will judge. I'll pick person like Governor Wike as of a high electoral value, and I will pick Muhammad Buhari as somebody of a extremely low electoral value, because this is a man that was denying the promises he made to Nigerians, who said it was not him who made it, it was his party, and he was not, the party was not speaking for him. So he denied everything he told us he would do. Which his party, told us that they would deliver to Nigerians. But he denied it. He performed woefully. So such a man is of a similar low electoral value. So I stand to be
corrected.
Yes, but I'm convinced strongly with my own position or my definition of who electoral or whatever.
Well, let's look at the election 2023. The top contenders. Let's look at the electoral value according to your definition.
Yes. I'll pick Tinubu first. As a Yoruba man, I'm supposed to, if I want to go by sentimental, parochial, and tribal means, I should follow Tinubu without by closing my eyes. Blindly is a man that should have followed. But I have my reservations about him, strong reservation about him. Yes. I have a strong reservation about him. I have objections seriously about his personality. So as a Yoruba man, naturally I should flow with him. Without it, if you want to go by, by what is happening in Nigeria now, Yoruba follow Yoruba, Igbo follow Igbo, Hausa follow Igbo. I should naturally follow Tinubu without any hesitation, without anybody convincing me, campaigning for me. If you want to go that. But I have strong objection about his personality. Concerning the electoral value discussion we are discussing about, Tinubu is not a man that will uphold. Are you listening to me? Tinubu is not a man that will uphold building of institution of Nigeria. He's a man that will throw one man, strong man over the rest institution. I'm telling you, watch. People are complaining of Buhari now. They will see the worst with Tinubu. He's a man that will enthrone one man personality above all institutions. The man will destroy institutions. He will break institutions. He's a man that will subdue and every institutions of the nation.
There's an argument that what he did in Lagos will replicate.
What did he do in Lagos? What did he do in Lagos?
Replicates in.
What did Tinubu do in Lagos? If you measure performance of a politician, it should reflect in the living of the masses of the state. Excuse me, what has Tinubu done in Lagos that's replicated in the life of people in Lagos? I'm in Lagos, I've been living in Lagos for decades of years now. What has he done that replicated in my life as a governor of Lagos State? What has he done that replicated the life of people in Lagos State?
Free education. In terms of what? When he was governor, free education.
What free education? To who? Talk of what they are talking about, say Tinubu in Lagos State. Tinubu did not do anything that replicated, that's reflected in the life of masses. Any government in Nigeria that does anything, check the life of the masses. You understand me? So whatever those nonsense was talking on MBA conference, that Tinubu did something in Lagos, replicated, he would do the same thing in the national level. Shetima was just talking rubbish, nonsense. What has Tinubu done in Lagos that's replicated in the life of masses in Lagos State? Is it by taxing and pocketing the rest of the state? What has he done? Somebody has amassed the resources of a whole state into his pocket. And then you're telling me, what has he done in Lagos State? In what way does his economic policy of Lagos State reflect in masses, the life of the masses of Lagos State, and the masses people living in Lagos State? In what way has he done that? What has he done in Lagos State that will be replicated? What he will see in federal level of people will be excessively mass corruption. Excessively mass corruption. This is a man who will bring down the institution of Nigeria. He's a man that will enthrone one man above the institution. Buhari has not even done with the worst. They will see the worst with Tinubu in power. If you attain power, he's a man that does not have respect for rule of law. Does not believe in rule of law. He's a man that must have his way by every. If he wants to have something done, he must either agree with him or destroy you and get Yes, he don't. He's not a man. He's not a man that follows rule of law. He's a man that must get whatever he wants by every means, by whatever means he must. He will master opposition. There will not be war. He will destroy and kill every opposition party in Nigeria. I'm telling you what. See, in 2015 when they brought Buhari, I was one of the people that told them they would regret Buhari. People they said he was there. He died. I said that man that I knew will not be a good. They are all living witnesses with it now. 7 years of Buhari. Where are we? Nigeria is more divided. The worst inflation we are experiencing. The worst economic policy. Buhari brought Nigeria below where we were during days of Jonathan. How much was price of oil during Jonathan? How much are you buying this now? What is the cost of inflation? What was dollar? Talk of you say everything was bastardized under Buhari. The same thing will be replicated with Tinubu when he comes to power. So see, formerly I follow. If you want to do it, we have said Yoruba follow Yoruba, Igbo follow Yoruba. That's my electoral value of Tinubu. It's a choice. Thank God it's this democracy. My personal voters card that belongs to me. I reserve the entirety of the decision to use it for what I like. Then that's about Tinubu, Obi, Atiku. Do you know why I will not do? Atiku will have been somebody I would have preferred somehow. But one is that for a Fulani man to have ruled for 8 years, we have over 265 ethnic groups in Nigeria. So how can one minority dominate the rest? So for me, I'm not interested in Atiku. I won't give my vote to Atiku because if we have over 265 ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, if one tribe out of 265 has ruled for 8 years, what happened? What about the other tribe? Can they rule? Other tribes should be given the chances to. See, if whatever was not built on equity and justice will crumble. Do you know? So for me, Atiku being a Fulani man has been there for 8 years. He's going. I won't support another Fulani man. I won't give him my vote. So for that, I will not even discuss the electoral value because already that has discovered him for me. You get my point? So if I want to discuss the electoral value, I will go back to the days when he was a black man to Obasanjo. Because for me, I'm talking about my own explanation now. Because I want, if you have over 265 ethnic groups in Nigeria, why should one try to dominate the rest? Okay. Then the last one is Obi. You asked me about three. I'm talking about Tinubu. I'm talking about Atiku. Obi. Now, why my statement for Obi is different from the two of them? Number one, I consider Obi as a generational shift from the old order. A generational shift from the old order, from the old people that have been, whether Atiku, Tinubu, and the rest. I'm not calling him a saint, too. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man. Of course, you know that. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man. I consider Obi a generational shift from the rest of them. Atiku, they all belong to the same order, the same order. Now, I can tell you some of the extra value of Obi that I admire, that I'm in love with. So it's my choice. I have no experience for anybody. My PVC is my own. Nobody will dictate to me how I will use it. Now, number one, I consider him as a generational shift from the other two. Number two, listen to me. Yeah. When the man was the governor in Anambra State, I mean, all these people that was posted around, give us what you left with Lagos State when you left Lagos State governorship seat. We all know the track record of how Obi. I'm not calling him a saint. I've not told you he's a saint. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you, out of the three you asked me, one that I felt that maybe is fairer than the rest two. Obi I consider as a generational shift from the other ones. When he was in power, his track record is admirable. To me. It's somebody I have. I'm not saying I have a trust in him. I have a hope. It's a hope. There's a difference between hope and trust. It's only have trust in God. Hope can be dashed. So at the end of the day, he can also mislead and fumble. That's a woman for you. I'm not saying I have a trust in him. I have a hope. You see him when he was in governor of Anambra State. The way he run the state is different. This is a man when he left. The record is still there. Let them all the people come and bring. Let's Atiku and Tinubu gave us their record when they left government. What they left in Nigeria. This is a man that he ran the state well. Why you see, and I've been following his campaign. There's a particular word he has been using that catches my attention. What brought Nigeria to this position we are consuming nation. This government is not showing it's not putting any for production. The man is talking about let's go back to more production. The moment you bring more masses of Nigeria into production, bring them into production level. They'll be able to produce. If the man you bring Nigerians into production, there will be entrepreneurship in their skill and everything, and they will become to their living standard will come up.
Living standard will come up.
And then the government will be able to have more money to tax them. It is the person who does a business and person and make profit can tax. Can you tax on a player person? So production is a places you have to start. So to round up on that topic of who has the lesser value among them, I pick Obi as one of them.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I pick him ahead of the three. I mean the remaining two. That's my contribution.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Alajide, for your analysis this morning. Yes, that was an intelligent one from Mr. Alajide. Okay, I have Mazi Chigozie. Good morning, Mazi Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning. It's a pleasure being here today.
Okay, we are asking on electoral value. Do our politicians have electoral value? This current crop of politicians, do they have electoral value?
Yeah, I would want to start with yesterday. Yesterday was a very memorable day. As far as I'm concerned, I marked the 9th wedding anniversary yesterday. So I'm still in a celebrating mood. And responding to what my Mr. Levinati said, well, I'm not in any way trying to, of course, insult your personality, but responding to your question while trying to address or react to what I said. You said, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be forever and ever. I think I clearly disagree with you. That is why, of course, we are not in the same page. You cannot tell me that as it was in the beginning, so shall it continue. That is my basis of course, disagreeing with you, your position, and everyone who cares. Nigeria has never had a better past. So we are calling for a total abolishment of this system. So you cannot tell me that as it was in the beginning, so it shall be. No, that is not, of course, a very welcome. It doesn't go down with me and every, of course, right-thinking personality. You cannot tell me as it was in the beginning. These are made deceptive, of course, a connotation, hiding under the cover of Christianity. To accept, of course, and allow this cruel system to continue. So I clearly disagree with you in that position, that as it was in the beginning, the Bible says it was not so in the beginning. So in the very beginning, it was intended, governance or civil liberty was intended to protect and, of course, modify our natural liberty. So you cannot tell me that as it was in the beginning, so shall it be. We are calling for a change, and that change is what we stand for. And that change can only come when we have freedom. Nobody is free in Nigeria, including you yourself, with due respect. And Levinati is not free. Likewise, every other persons, because you cannot tell me you are free, you cannot walk free on the street of your supposed country. So that is our position, and it is immaterial whatever you think, and I believe that, yes, he also said whether I'm mad. Of course, you should understand that somebody who talks like me and behaves like me is already mad, and who can stand...
Levinati is your friend, though.
Yeah, he's my friend. He promised me burger. I think he can upgrade it to offer and this thing, so that the celebration can continue. I have nothing wrong with any disagreement with him, but the reality is that we are working together to ensure the expression of humanity, and that can only be done when there is determination, ready to confront the powers that be, because they will not accept there is a push, and that push is what informs our today. Because I listen to people.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. Yeah. So going to election is just like, of course, revalidating that deceptive connotation that as it was in the beginning, so shall it ever be. No. Because the election has been in the beginning, and it has not fostered unity, coexistence, of course, ingenuity and economic transformation. So you cannot tell me that something that has not been working will continue to hold on to those failed, of course, systems that have been tried and over the years, and it is not working. So the better is to, of course, devise another alternative, prefer another alternative that will, of course, engender and entrench democratic norms, and where people's rights and right to life and existence can be respected.
Okay, let's look at Buhari is saying that my support is for APC candidates only, still is the president. Looking at his rights, would you say as a president he should support his party against others?
Well, you know what an APC represents? APC represents retrogression. APC represents backwardness. APC represents, of course, when you study the human demography, it was recorded, it was established that the highest suicide rates, that Nigeria has the highest suicide rates within the last 7 years. That is what APC represents. Nigeria has the highest suicide rate within the age of between 25 and 45. You can see how destructive this system is, forcing her own citizens to commit suicide, giving them no reason to live. You see? see, we that are living, I told you I celebrated my 9th anniversary yesterday. It's because we are mad. That's why we can survive in such a system. You see, we are getting more madder than the system. We have learned to, of course, however odious and exasperating any situation, we have learned to keep our composure. And I think you will not tell me to leave grammar. This is what is sustaining us, because we know that God is preserving us for a purpose. God is preserving us for humanity. And if He has spared us the last 40 years, there is a purpose. And this purpose is the time, the revolution whose time has come. And we will continue to, of course, advocate for the cause of humanity. We may be, of course, misunderstood. But the truth is that to be misunderstood is greatness. For no great man that have risen without being misunderstood. So if you are misunderstanding me, well, I think you are just doing nothing different from what others have done. But that wouldn't deter us. Of course, we are more committed. Things that distract or discourage others is what gives us energy.
Okay. Federal government urges Canada to relax visa conditions. There was a hammer, a sledgehammer on Nigeria over what is happening in the country.
Of course, that should not be the focus of the president. As he said, we will continue to support a fair system called APC. Under his own control, Nigeria have lost virtually everything. You see, Nigeria can generate, just imagine you are being paid 10,000 for your monthly allowance, and you are borrowing up to 10 million. How do you think you can survive? You see, that by all standards, economic standards and indices, of course, that shows that state system is dead economically. So how do you think that a dead system will continue to survive? And now they are asking to cut costs. People are dying. Look at the ASUU. A nation without a future. That is just the definition of what Nigeria APC Buhari represents. They have brought us to the point that it is very clear for everyone to understand that Nigeria is a nation without a future, a nation destroying her own future. If you cannot invest in your young ones, I mean, to prepare them for the future challenges, then what else? It means you have no future, you are not prepared for anything called tomorrow. And that is why you continue to group in abject darkness and retrogression, stuck in the wheel of motionless. So with your system, you cannot, any sensible personality cannot in any way want to identify with this system, because it is already a failed system that never prepared for tomorrow. So what tells you about tomorrow is today, what you do with today. Today Nigeria is busy borrowing. Then what informs your tomorrow? You are borrowing to eat and swallow and squander and, of course, embezzle the money. It means you have no future. You are borrowing to service debt. It means you have no future. You have no plan. You have no economic plan. Short term, long term, or medium term. Your own faculty undergraduates are striking. They have lost more than 840 days of their academic life. And yet there is no an end to this. We are not seeing an end to this. And ASUU has threatened yesterday that they want to embark in another indefinite strike. What does that simply mean? That this is a country without this is a nation without a future, a contraction without a future. Because if you must build a future, you must be intentional and deliberate about that. What you're doing today can inform us, of course, that you are preparing for the future. So why are you calling for election? Which kind of election? So why should I be busy discussing election? Election for what? To revalidate the first system. That's why I disagree with my senior man who said that as it was in the beginning, so shall it be.
Thank you very much.
I think as a political analyst, I don't agree with that, because it insults my intelligence and what I stood for.
Okay.
So I hope I'm expecting the money for the burger.
The burger. Mr.
Okay, do have a good day.
Okay.
Buhari come now. See Buhari down run.
Buhari. Where's Buhari?
He's one that represented Buhari now.
Okay,
In
during the
2015, 2019.
Okay.
He represented Buhari in Oba.
He's a Nigerian. He has the right.
He had repented
He
anyway.
has the right to.
He had repented anyway.
He has the right to.
He has the
Nobody
right.
talking about show there. Kwankwaso, other presidential candidates. Why? What is happening?
Because I don't think they are able to gather enough steam for people to look in their direction. But permit me to briefly react to one of our viewers online, Mr. Levinati, who is fond of casting aspersion on people.
No, he's not fond of casting aspersion.
I'm coming. Let me defend Mr. Levinati. No, you don't need to defend him. It's aspersion. When you say somebody is coming here to program every day that he cannot.
Is it aspersion?
It's aspersion. It's aspersion. It's aspersion. It's aspersion. It's a clever way of insulting someone. It's a diplomatic way of insulting someone. But I want to remind him that I'm not here to insult him. Because when he was speaking yesterday, I listened to him. He communicated in English. He didn't use his local dialect. So where I would have praised him, or I would have said he is right in his argument or line of thought, is if when he spoke yesterday, he used his local dialect. He was still using the same English language to communicate. But again, I want to equally let him know that he's in an environment where things are working. Not because himself as a person, Levinati as a person, is the one that made that environment to work. Now, he's at the comfort of, whether it's UK or where it's Britain or America anyway, where he's using free data to operate. It's not aspersion. Now, look at NSAS. Look at NSAS. I'm sure if the likes of Nati was in Nigeria during NSAS, he will be indoor. He will not come out.
You are sure?
I'm sure he will not come out. Because do you know how many Nigerians youths were killed in Lagos alone? We are talking about 98 persons, going by the report of that report of during the NSAS protest. Yes, because when the chief coroner of Lagos asked people to come and identify, made a public announcement to asking people to come and identify their loved ones, Falana made an inquiry and discovered that about 98 corpses were dumped in different mortuaries in Lagos, and these were people who were killed by security agencies. What I'm saying is, in as much as we are condemning what is not right, there are civilized ways of addressing it. I will remind you this. It's not on record that even currently as we speak, some eggheads have approached an organ of UN that have asked the Nigerian government to release Kanu unconditionally and with immediate effect. Why did Levinati not condemn the approach of? Why did the likes of Levinati not condemn the approach of those people that went to UN to seek redress, that saw them asking Nigerian government to release Kanu? Did they ask people to take up gun against Nigerian government, or the people that got that verdict from UN, was it not a civilized approach? The likes of Levinati, when we saw Brexit in America, we saw about two prime ministers resigning. Did they take up arms to start fighting and killing people? But was it not consummated at a point? Why did likes of Levinati do not go to join issues with government in Britain to take up arms and start fighting and killing people? What I'm saying is, when we see things that are wrong, we say it because we have freedom of speech and we're expressing it. It's not sufficient to say until I take gun and start looking for policemen to kill, and start looking for military personnel to kill, until I say you must end Nigeria immediately. There are civilized ways of doing things. That is why I cited that Nnamdi Kanu case, and we have seen it happen at the global level. And the last of Nati did not condemn the approach of those that seek justice for Nnamdi Kanu at UN. So for me, I think I respect his opinion, but he should respect other people's opinion.
Okay, let's look at Lamido lacks electoral value, says Wike's aid. Let's look at what is happening in Wike.
I think Sule Lamido, the former governor of Jigawa State, those his utterances is uncalled for. Because however I look at it, Atiku may be right, Wike may be right, but who stand the risk of losing is Atiku. Wike is not contesting any elected position now. Quite agreed at the end of the election he may have 1 or 2 political appointments. But to say who is losing or who stands the risk of losing in the whole crisis, I think it's Atiku. And I think what is expected of Atiku's camp is for Atiku to have a personal meeting with Wike. The issue of setting up committee headed by Fintiri, the governor of Adamawa State, and Wike having another his own group, Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, and some other persons, they are flogging the issue. They are not resolving it. Because the more you allow it to linger, the more other political opponents will feast on it. Like we have seen Wike visiting Bola Tinubu the other day.
No more speculation.
It's still speculation. But what I'm trying to say is, the more you allow the issue to linger, the more opposition will feast on it. That's why the right thing for Atiku to have done is personally go and meet with Wike. Forget this issue of Fintiri's committee meeting with Wike's committee. Okay. They are not, anyway, I'm not the spokesperson of PDP or Atiku. It's their problem.
Let's look at ASUU heading for indefinite strike. Demands fresh negotiation committee. Wants Buhari to take charge.
You see, Buhari, for me, is not ready to address the issue of ASUU. ASUU are coming to say it severally that the government is trying to blackmail them. The government is trying to make the public feel that they are the one that is wrong. But the issue is that what they are saying is federal government should fund educational sector. It goes beyond saying ASUU salary. It's not just about ASUU salary of lecturers. We are talking about reforming the whole educational sector. Here we are talking about human capital, that you need to drive all the areas of human endeavor in Nigeria. So for me, I think it's worth federal government intervention in terms of that fund that is needed. If you spend 3 trillion naira, for instance, to address the issue of ASUU, educational sector in Nigeria, and get it right. One, the issue of ideological thing that has to do with insurgency, banditry, that is the ideological part of it. You would have addressed it to an extent. So if you get it right in education, you have gotten it right, 50% of Nigerian problem would have been solved. Because it is from the schools, tertiary institutions, you bring out graduates who will address all these challenges.
Okay.
So for me, I think the government should think twice and spend the needed fund for education in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor. Let me ask you one more question. Let's look at Buhari supporting only APC candidates.
Do I expect Buhari to support a candidate from other political parties? But for me, I don't think Buhari supporting a particular candidate is not. Buhari have lost electoral value as a person. He has squandered all the goodwill he came in, through which he came into office. Because in 2015, Buhari has so much goodwill. He has so much electoral value. But if Buhari were to contest the election again in 2023, Buhari would have lost marginally. So for me, Buhari threatening that he's not going to campaign for APC members who have gone to court with APC, or perhaps who defer to other political parties and expecting sympathy from him. For me, I don't think his support will give anybody any victory. Even if you see a Buhari mount on the same stage with the APC presidential flag bearer, Tinubu, even the presence of Buhari will work against the candidate. Buhari is man who have failed in almost will work against his candidate. Yes. If you are successful with the failure, people would think that your government is going to follow the same trajectory.
The mindset of the north and the south are they the same?
Have we not seen a recent part where they are protesting in Katsina because of abysmal failure in the way the government have not been able to handle security situation in Nigeria? So Mr. President have failed. His support is not going to give anybody any electoral victory. So I'm surprised to hear him say this. Okay. Maybe he's living in in the moon. He's
Just
no
like
longer
your president.
he's no longer in touch with the reality on ground. If he's touch with the reality on ground, he will know that he have lost touch with reality. He will know that he doesn't parade that electoral value. He have liquidated it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having
Mr.
me.
Levinati, sorry, we are very sorry today that there might be no link to call in because we are experiencing some issues this morning. There might be no link today, but tomorrow we are sure that we are going to get link. We have some issues projecting and going on air with StreamYard. We have some issues with StreamYard, so you might not be able to call in this morning. But for Mr. Chigozie and the goodwill, his account number, Mr. Levinati, 0035949122. 0035949122. Ejogo Christian Chigozie, GTB Bank. That's from Mr. Levinati. I have Otumba.
Yeah. How you doing, man? Good morning, everybody. And this is your beat. I think it's the Odogo chieftaincy title or where? This is your beat.
That's fashion. I'm of this generation. I'm a new generation.
I thought you were from traditional lineage.
What Nishoyinka says that if you don't know how to speak your language, you might not be versed in English language. So if I don't understand my language, how will I understand English I'm speaking with you? So history has been introduced into our curriculum. So I need to embrace some of these things.
And this are part of your, track.
You have Otumba. Are you not Otumba?
I am Otumba, but you have Odogo too, right? So the Odogo symbols are sign of, the chieftaincy title, this thing. That's what you're wearing now.
I got this in Lagos.
But it doesn't mean.
Okay, let's look at politicians and their electoral value. In the real sense, without money on inducement, do politicians have electoral value?
It's hard to see a politician that has electoral value. It's hard, I'll tell you why. It's hard to see a saint politician. To see a saint politician in this country. If you don't rope yourself, they will rope you. If you want to be saints, they will rope you. They will set trap for you. You could see what happened to Taye Sholare under Babangida regime, that they set a booty trap for him. During the People's Bank, you remember those banks there? Under Taye Sholare, people squander all the money in People's Bank, and without awareness of Taye Sholare, and I don't even know, they were just presenting voucher. He was signing. When they got to Babangida asked Mr. Taye Sholare, you could see the transparency that is going on. Can you see the transparency that is going on in People's Bank? They took the man to the floor. So no sense in Nigerian politicians. Among them, there's no sense.
No electoral value.
No electoral value. Because what do you mean by electoral value? Is a candidate that will say, this is what I'm going to do, and he will live up to his word. Is a candidate that we can be able to read his lips. And how many politicians can you read their lips? They will swear with Bible, they will swear with Quran. At long run, they will look other way and do the other bits. So where is the electoral value?
Okay, let's look at ASUU saying that they are going on indefinite strike, demands fresh negotiation committee, wants Buhari to take charge.
That's the way ASUU is going, the way federal government is going. It's like they want to kill the higher education in this country. And that's devil, they worry all of them. They're just being worried by devil. Because by the time they go to the extreme, and you can just see that we will not be able to have any tertiary institution. All those universities now will be, I don't know where they are taking us to. Don't let me just I don't want to go there, because I can't just imagine when you kill education, you kill people's morale, you kill people's destiny, you kill, you kill future leaders. And you said these generations are the future leaders. We've been hearing that. And what will make them the future leaders, what will shape their leadership in future is the education. By the time you kill the education, what is left? That's why some people will tell you, like a lady, I won't mention her name, will tell you this country killed destiny.
say this country killed destiny. This country killed destiny. That's why you see people jetting out, traveling out. Any opportunity they see, when they get there, they will first of all go into prayer. Father Lord, I thank you for saving me from this collapsing country. You know, that's just it. This country has no future for the youths. There's no future, because the only thing that can make you prosper in life, which is the education, the ladder of education. But what's happened? They've dismantled the ladder. So they want to see how you get educated. Their children, they will ship them abroad to go and school all around. You see, this thing that is happening, don't let us remove any don't let us be sentiment. It has been the trend across the party line. It has been the trend, because none of them respect education. Give due attention to education in this country. None of them do that. They don't give attention, because as it is now, they just believe all their children are okay, all their children are schooling abroad, and they will come back to rule us again. They will make you guys on the ground to be illiterate, so that their children can maneuver over you with their Western education. And while you that are supposed to have local education here, they've killed the educational system, that you cannot even have anything. So you become a stark illiterate, that you will not know your rights. From left to right, you will not know your rights, where to belong. So that's part of the problem. Any other?
Okay, let's look at Muslim ticket. Dogara Babachir meets IBB and Absalami.
You see all those people jumping around. You see, I want to tell you something, right? This morning, remove religions, remove sentiment. But if you want to go sentiment, I will analyze sentiment for you. If you want to go religion, I will analyze religion for you. The majority of countries that they are doing well today. Look at China. Look at India. Do you see anything like religions into their economy, into their politics? They don't put religions into their politics. I'm telling you today, look at Arab, that's Rab, the minister the minister in charge of the interior, I think in UK. What's his name? Rab. I think, is it Rab or Rab? Yes, not Rab. I think, and there's one other man. That one is contesting. Likewise, he wants to occupy the Boris Johnson seat. He's from Haram lineage. Nobody look at this man is a Muslim. This man is a Christian. Why are you bringing Haram to come out? You see, if you are sick now, because they can't take religion blind us. We always prove to be Pope, to be holier than Pope. We always prove to be holier than Imam or Muhammad. So that's the problem. And I think it's the locality syndrome that is worrying us with the religion. When the white people, before the advent of religion, were we not existing? Were we not practicing our? But when they brought religion, they religion ended us. Now the political space, choked up the religion. When things don't favor them, they say Muslim. If you are sick today, my brother, if you are sick, they take you to hospital. You are supposed to go under the knife. Will you first of all start asking, doctor, are you a Muslim or you a Christian? The problem is any decay country is the competency that you need. I don't want to know whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're this. That's what I'm saying. The system we are operating now, they blindfolded a lot of people, and a lot of people. You can see that one and that. I'm talking about religion generally. I'm talking about religion generally. Religion is a private affair. You don't sell religion in the open market. That is it. All what we are doing here now, say you see microphone, go. If you do it in an advanced country, you get arrested for constituting noise pollution. Why are we so different? Anything we adopt in this country, we always overdo it. Religion is supposed to be coming in a good governance level now, where they will say, that one, if not because of the insecurity we are talking of, if it's not because of the insecurity, why should religion come in? And I just made an example. Barack Obama is from a Muslim lineage. Barack was from a Muslim lineage. He came from the rudiment he became the president of America. They saw the competency in him. They never said that this one is a Muslim. You see how shallow thinking these so-called fellow Nigerians. You are shallow thinking. They've been going to churches, they've been going to mosques. Still, Nigeria has never better off than this. These are same people. They say through Jesus Christ, through Muhammad our Lord, amen, 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 and they do bad things. And they are telling me religion. To hell with your dirty religion you say you practice in here. To hell with it. Are you saints?
What's the way forward?
The way forward is, see how this problem takes starts. Let's reverse back. If you don't know where we're going, let's look at where we're coming from. Let's look at where we're coming from. I'm not going to be talking like kids here, because enough of all those the jargons. We have lost the track. And if we've lost the track, let's retrace our steps back. If it is sit down, what is the referendum? And kudos to Afe Babala, San, the erudite lawyer. He has said that thing right from the onset, that give us referendum. Let us sit down and see how we can pass our successful way.
Chico says he's an APC man.
This one, once it's not full in tummy, it's okay. Anything can come. Once you don't see something that will full his tummy, you see, just survive for the day. He can talk anyhow. So that's just
okay.
What I do. It's my good friend. We always be friends.
We have failed Nigeria.
Good morning.
We have failed.
Mazi, good morning.
Yes, Kunle, well spoken anyway, but I have to say something about that. Muslim ticket, as Kunle has, act out some points there. I think it doesn't have any meaning in advanced societies like America, Europe, and the rest of the continents. But in a continent like ours, in a country like ours, Nigeria, where you see Islam, in another dimension, you understand, of practices, you understand, it matters. In American society there, nothing comes but one, federalism, true federalism in their political system. Nothing comes but love. Love in the society there is a norm in America. They love themselves. But in Nigeria, where you know that Nigeria is not a country. We are made up of different type of people that should have gone since 62 years ago to their ways. Are you listening to me? You don't talk to Northerners, Christian. Let a reverend father be president, a pastor, vice president in the north. There will be war. So Christian, Muslim, it can't work here. So that's why we are trying to play it cool. Anything Muslim tickets will split Nigeria. Let me tell you, you have Osibanjo, for instance, Christian. Osibanjo is a pastor. Buhari is just a Muslim. Buhari is a Sunni Muslim, and see what is happening. Do you know how many Christians that died over the years since inception of this regime? Due to what? Religious division, religious bigotry. Those people just died of martyrdom. Those are Christian martyrs. M-A-T-Y-R-S. Yes, they are martyrs. They died of martyrdom. So this is more or less the reason why we don't need Muslim tickets. So then, what he said about Obama, see, investigate too well. Obama is not a Muslim. Obama is from Muslim background. Are you listening to me? Obama is not a Muslim. I think you understand. So let us go on and carry on our program, so that I will thank all our viewers who are there supporting us. Every day you are there supporting us. I thank you. I give you kudos. You are the reason why we are here every morning. But I want to tell you, Nnamdi Kanu is coming out, because Nnamdi Kanu's prayer is disturbing everybody across Nigeria. Anything Nnamdi Kanu says, God hears. God what? Acts based on his prayer. Nnamdi Kanu, when it matters most, in 2017, federal government drove how many tanks, armored tanks, military tanks towards where? Abia. They invaded Nnamdi Kanu's compound, kill everybody there. And listen to me, Nnamdi Kanu got annoyed. Nnamdi Kanu went to Jerusalem. Nnamdi Kanu fasted for how many months? Is it easy to fast 12 to 6? Is it easy, an easy task?
That is why God is listening to him. Anybody that don't want to listen to me, I don't want you to listen. But I want to tell you that whatever Nnamdi Kanu has said in the past is playing out, is happening now. Nnamdi Kanu caused Buhari. Buhari died. Nnamdi Kanu caused Abba Kyari. Nigerians could not listen. Abba Kyari died. Nnamdi Kanu caused the super cops, the Abba Kyari policeman that invaded Abia, killing every Dick and alley in the name of proscription of IPOD. He caused Abba Kyari the super cop that you will reduce to zero today, to nothingness. And today, Abba Kyari is reduced to zero. I mean the super cop. He's trying to go to America. He's avoiding it. He must go to America and answer to his what? Whatever he commits. Nnamdi Kanu said that Mama Daura, Buhari's nephew, is dead. Nigerians are shouting, talking nonsense. Nigerians bụ anali ewu vanali okoko. Ndị Igbo bụ anali ewu vanali okoko. On a warn everybody but Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody is listening. Mama Daura is not back yet. July 2020, he went to UAE. Medical trip. You might say it is or not. But where is Mama Daura? Nnamdi Kanu said Daura is dead. The so-called Jibril from Sudan that ruled Nigeria from 2017 to 2020, he died. Nnamdi Kanu said it. Where is Jibril today? Some said he absconded, that is on the run. Okay, you go back. He went back to Sudan. Okay, now we are talking about this Abubakar that is from Niger or is from Nnamdi said it. He's from Niger. He's from Niger. Look at you, Nigeria. Nobody listened to him. Do you see what this present administration is doing for Niger? They are doing in Niger. Is Niger Kanu State? Is Niger Lagos State? Is Niger Kaduna State? Is it part of Nigeria? We only have territorial whatever boundary with Niger. In the north there, why are we spending money in Niger? In Niger, for Niger. Are you listening to me? This gentleman predicted all these anomalies and nobody is trying to listen to him. Chineke na Azioku. He prays, God answers. Nnamdi Kanu. If anybody wants to listen, he will listen. But looking down on that young man is what is spelling out dooms for this nation today. Come on.
Okay, Wike tackles Lamido, accuses him of cracking wall of unity in PDP.
Yes. Wike is, of course, receiving the kind of apple of discord. Bone of contention is that Wike aligned his brother in PDP, which is, of course, everybody knows Peter Obi. Peter Obi was promised to be the leader, flag bearer of PDP comes 2023. But what played out later during the scrambling for, presidency, the presidential candidates in Nigeria, turn out to be another thing against the Igbo candidates, which of course everybody know within the PDP political party platform. So Wike was one of the person that edged out Obi. That Obi should not be the flag bearer of that party. By what? Going into alliance with Sokoto State Governor Tambuwal. I didn't understand. Then they put Obi out. Like Obi has no other thing to do than to what? To go and look for another political party. And he successfully did that. So let me tell you, if he accuses Lamido, fine. Failure to accuse him or to accuse him successfully, fine. Wike should what? Be licking his wound now. Atiku himself that just jettisoned into the UK because of what the intra-party problem within PDP now. He knows what he committed. Atiku promised the Igbos that it was their turn in 2019. All of us agree. What is Atiku doing there? Everybody knows Atiku is sabotaging the Igbos. No Igbo man has spoken. No, some Yoruba, they spoke about it. Some Northerners, they spoke about it, that truly it was the turn of the Igbos. Has any Igbo man come out and say, Atiku, you are a liar. It is our turn. This is what played out in 2019. Atiku is the cause of this problem. He has now jettisoned to London to go and what? I don't know whether to go and suck another breast from the Queen, because everybody is intoxicated by the break milk of the Queen of England in Buckingham Palace. Maybe he went there to go and drink. Alawa in England. Yes, that is when his senses will come back. Yes, Queen Elizabeth is going there. Maybe from there he will come home with the juju
intoxicating juju, the spell that will catch up with every Nigerian not to recognize him as another Fulani mistake. The current Fulani mistake that has thrown it into trouble, we know many people, many elites in Nigeria, many stakeholders, many elderly statesmen that stepped into this kind of mistake that Nigeria is suffering now. I mean Buhari. Buhari is a big mistake. Yes, Wole Soyinka supported him. Obasanjo supported him. Every Kanali supported him. Tinubu supported him. Even though that Tinubu was a man who stood by his own point, his reasons, he wouldn't have got carried the day during the APC intra-party election at Eagle Square, Abuja. Yes, it is so. And Buhari, Tinubu succeeded on getting what he wanted. After all, he was the one that made Buhari Nigerian president. And listen to me. So let me tell you, Buhari is a big mistake. Atiku will never get there because Nigerians have suffered a lot. We can't afford to witness another suffering like this anymore in the history of this country. And listen to me. So anybody that is agitating for Atiku, if you ask me, he has to go to where? Yaba or Abeokuta. Do you know where? Psychiatry center. Yeah, they must examine the person's brain.
That is a very big one.
Yes, a very big one, Christian. I know somebody, you Fulani are killing your people now. You are from Enugu. Enugu is down now. You know that one. I'm from Abia. You are from Abia. Abia State, okay, anyway. Okay, say Bazu said they should leave that state. Listen to me. But I'm telling you now that Enugu has fallen before Fulani. Yes, Anambra is under siege. Go to Nteje or Kozandumwere and see what Fulani men did to, what is his name? Energy, Mr. Energy. They butchered him. They macheted the guy, cut his head on the road after inviting them to come and buy cows in the bush. See, Anambra is down too. So I don't think any Nigerian with his right senses will be campaigning for Atiku Abubakar to come again. Abubakar Atiku is not coming because he's from Fulani extraction. We are not fools.
Let's look at ASUU. ASUU heading for indefinite strike, demands fresh negotiation committee.
Bam! That is a welcome idea.
Indefinite
strike. Yes. Because educational system in Nigeria is not regarded by the current administration. Yes. What do you expect from a president that is not educated? Or are you going to tackle me for that one? Is Buhari an educated president? No. And even our president is like the like of Zimbabwean late presidents who is more educated than English people. Mugabe is more educated than the English. Could be that he is Nigerian president. I think education will be getting bigger chunk of Nigerian annual expenditure. Listen to me. So this time around, ASUU should sit back and read from home online. That is my own suggestion. I don't support sitting back, staying idle. I don't know what I understand. Go online. If that is not okay for you, go online. Register with any university outside Nigeria. Or let parents work hard to take their words to private universities. They should go there. Are you listening to me? They should enroll their children into private universities because federal has failed everybody. I didn't understand what I'm saying. Go to Anambra State. What's the name of this university? Established by Obi. They are not on strike because he structured the university. He started it in Anambra State in such a way that if ASUU embarks on any strike, that university in Anambra State will not be among them, and it is working now. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
That's a good man for you. That's Obi. Yes. He started university during his regime in Anambra State. Yes, that's a good man.
Okay, I will only support APC candidate Buhari.
Buhari is just saying and saying and saying. The same Buhari brought Lawan Ahmed, the Senate president, at Eagle Square. He said, "This is my right man." I don't know what I understand. On getting the wind up that the APC members, everybody have been bought over by Ashwaju Jagban. Buhari's expression turned to that of Nse Amalanaja. Yes, you look at the members there. Everybody was just crossing over to Tinubu's side. His right candidate was Ahmad Lawal. So when a president that is unstable, a president that is not regular on his promises, on his speeches, talks. People like us, we don't listen to him. If he says he's supporting Tinubu to win now, if he asks me, Atuaju will not take him serious because that statement has come too late. He should have said that earlier time, ahead time, before the intra-party election at Ego Square, Abuja. I think understand me. So if he said he's supporting Tinubu, anyway, whether he supports Tinubu or he doesn't support Tinubu, Nigerians know who they are going to vote. This time around, structure, political basis are what? The electorates, people with their PVC. We are the structures. Structures has nothing to do with senators in the House. National House and state assemblies, assemblies, those structures there doesn't matter. It don't matter anymore. They don't matter anymore. It doesn't. Let me tell you, the structures are the youth. The structures are the Nigerian people. I didn't understand. Nobody is gonna disenfranchise Nigerians from voting their right candidates. Comes 2023. Whoever he likes, he might support. Let me tell you, if you ask everybody can hardly in Nigeria, they know that Buhari does not support Tinubu. Buhari supported Ahmad Lawal. Yes. Had he been everybody aligned with Ahmad Lawal in APC now, he wouldn't have made this U-turn. This is a U-turn. A U-turn that has come too late. A U-turn that is going to cause him serious accident. A U-turn that is going to cause him what? Fatal accident. It supports Tinubu. Now, is it now that Buhari supports Tinubu?
Okay.
Okay, let me tell you, it is not a true talk. It is not a true talk.
Okay, thank you very much.
Buhari is speaking from the angle of sarcasm, paradox, and irony. I'm telling you, he's not saying a straight talk for Nigerians to understand. He's talking from the angle of parabolical expression, or you call it figure of speech.
Okay, thank you very much. Paradoxical expression. That's what he meant to say. Thank you. I would like you to click on the like button, and as much as you can, I'd like you to support Flip TV so that we can get to other places outside this venue, get to other places, get people contributing to national issues on the streets. Thank you very much. I like Funigas Levinati. I like Jarek. I like Udeze Chima, Anna Ebuka, George Munakwe, Jarek Lance, yes, Flabe, and everyone that have been online. Let's see you click on the like button. Let's see you click on that like button this morning. With that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. Tomorrow we'll be having the opportunity to call in. As we use the StreamYard, we'll have the opportunity to call in. Mr. Levinati, we apologize for not granting the opportunity today, but tomorrow I'll give you more time to express yourself. With that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. I'm Christian Chugu. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.